Take it a second to get settled up there.
Why do 80% of businesses in Rincon choose Rincon Rocks Radio? Because they know the power of ultimate promotion. Rincon Rocks Radio and Promotions is your ultimate partner for unbeatable marketing deals. Imagine this, for less than $5 a day, you get a quarter-page ad in our monthly digital and print books, featured on Amazon, plus a custom business video and daily social radio commercials. Sounds incredible, right? Need more? Upgrade to our half-page ad at $200 per month for a full 1-minute radio ad, a video that can be updated weekly, and half-page digital and print exposure. Talk about value. And if you want the full package, our full-page ad is less than $100 per week. That's personalized video, full-page print and digital ads, and live remote coverage with broadcasts every day of the week. Don't miss out on the chance to make your business shine. Contact Rincon Rocks Radio and Promotions at 1-787-546-3252 or visit rinconrocksradio.com. Let's rock your business together.
And we are live tonight, Rincon Rocks Radio Live, coming to you live on a Monday night with a little more than our average show. We've got Dr. Robin James with us. Dr. Robin, take the wheel and tell us about this wonderful RCR World Travel.
Good evening, listeners. My name's Dr. Robin James, and I am the co-owner of RCR Global World Travel. We are a boutique travel agency that curates travel destinations, whether or not it's for a family vacation, a family reunion, a wedding, if you're looking for something really exotic here in the United States or even outside internationally. We specialize in trips to Africa, to Europe, to the Caribbean, and over into Asia. We are a relatively new company, but we have over 50 years collectively of travel experiences, everything from your land packages to your air packages and even cruises. So if you're looking for something special, don't hesitate to give us a call at 1-833-477-7477 or stop by our website, and that is www.rcrglobalworldtravel.com.
Fantastic. And Dr. Robin, I've got your QR up here on the left-hand corner of our screen, and I'm kind of cruising up and down your website. It's an incredibly awesome website. It's got packages from all budgets. I'm seeing stuff in there that anybody can afford. So that's pretty awesome. And what we're going to, Dr. Robin and her business associate have come alongside us this week, and they're one of our latest and greatest advertisers, and they're going to be with us from now on. And we're just excited to have them, and we will be streaming live commercials for them from now on, at least daily. And any of you that are interested in any further information, we're going to have anything that they've got available, we're going to have streaming for you. And also, like she mentioned, you can always drop by the website, the Instagram, or the phone number. And with that, I'm going to play just a little bit of information for you, and then we'll pop right
Everyone
back.
said I was crazy to book Egypt, but when I stepped off that plane in Cairo, I knew they were wrong. 4 incredible destinations in one trip. The pyramids of Giza left me speechless. Luxor's ancient temples told stories thousands of years old. Then came the Nile cruise. Watching feluccas sail past while I dined on deck was pure magic. And Hurghada? Crystal clear Red Sea waters perfect for diving and relaxation. RCR Global handled everything. Flights, transfers, English-speaking guides, meals, starting at $51.95 per person, with flexible dates available. But here's the thing. Seating is limited. Don't let everyone else talk you out of the adventure of a lifetime. Call 833-477-7477 today.
All right, and we're back. So a good friend of both ours, both Dr. Robin and myself, is Pastor Diane with Connect PR Church. And with that, we're going to show a little information about them, and then we'll pop right back in for a little more activity.
Welcome to Connect PR,
Bienvenidos a Connect PR,
a bilingual church in the heart of Aguada, Puerto Rico,
una iglesia bilingüe en el corazón de Aguada, Puerto Rico,
where faith is alive and worship is modern,
donde la fe está viva y la adoración es moderna,
and everyone is welcome.
y todos son bienvenidos.
At Connect PR, we believe church should feel like home,
En Connect PR creemos que la iglesia debe sentirse como hogar,
a place to connect with God and with people,
un lugar para conectarte con Dios y con las personas,
and grow in purpose and community,
y crecer en propósito y comunidad.
led by Pastor Diane Johnson Seaton
Guiados por la pastora Diane Johnson Seaton
and Pastor Camila Raza.
y la pastora Camille Rosa,
We're building a life-giving church with passionate worship,
estamos construyendo una iglesia llena de vida con adoración apasionada,
relevant teaching, and real relationships.
enseñanza relevante y relaciones auténticas.
No matter where you're from or what language you speak,
No importa de dónde vengas ni el idioma que hables,
there's a place for you here.
aquí hay un lugar para ti.
Come as you are.
Ven tal como eres.
This is Connect PR,
Esto es Connect PR,
where faith, life, and community connect.
donde la fe, la vida y la comunidad se conectan.
We're back. We're going to do just a little bit of training on the stock market. It opened up at straight 7 o'clock, so we're 10 minutes in. These are the NASDAQ E-mini futures, and the E-mini futures are some of the best and easiest to get into. You're going to notice that green candle is streaming up steadily upward, and that's what we look for. Of course, today is very low volatility because the holiday is on today, so the banks are all closed. So the market just does a little fluctuating back and forth. Basically, at the end of the day, the three pillars of wealth that we preach about every day, we talk about it day in and day out. The three pillars of wealth are credit mastery, business credit building, and finally understanding the stock market and how it works, what its ups and downs are about. And that's what we like to do. We offer this free training every day, Monday through Friday, to give everybody a little insight into what we do. So what I'm about to do, I've gone ahead and clicked my button, and what it has allowed me to do is enter into this trade. I've got the buy button. You really can't see it because it's kind of hiding out underneath this logo up in the upper right hand corner, but there's a blue button and a red button. The blue button is going to allow us to enter in a trade at a buy, and I'm going to go ahead and click that, so it's going to enter us in. Then we're going to take, you see that little motion right there, we're going to take the take profit up just a little bit, let it sit. So we have entered in, and we have bought a couple of futures contract. All right. And what we've said is we bought it low, and we're going to sell it when it reaches that line. So it just literally touched the green line. And in just that amount of time, we made $62.88. So what we do is we show how to get in, how to get out, why we got in where we did, and we share that with you so that you can open your very own account. Anybody, anyplace, anywhere can open their very own account. The TradingView accounts are free, completely free. You get a free 30-day account, and then we'll walk you through the process of how to get used to the tools. All right. So if you try it out and you understand it and you start to enjoy it, you can always open your own broker account. All you have to do is click one button between the paper trading. What we're doing right now is called paper trading. You're trading with virtual currency. So there's zero risk. If you do decide to trade into an account, you can put as little as $100 in a NinjaTrader account, or anybody. We don't get paid by NinjaTrader to recommend them. So you can pick one of dozens of brokers. Click the broker button and go right into it and actually make, that would have been $62.88 in real money. Okay. So bearing that in mind, we do show you how to use all of the tools for technical analysis, fundamental analysis, things of that nature. And I'll show you just real quick what I'm talking about. I'm going to click this button. Now you see this is the trading trend for the last entire day. That's one day right there. You can see where it took a really long and steady down drop, then it pulled back up, then it came down. It's at a glance, it looks like anybody's game. But what you'll know after you train with us a little while, is the oscillation, where it goes, why it's going where it's going, that kind of thing. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stretch this whole thing out. I'm going to click the 1 day. I'm looking at a 1 minute chart on the NASDAQ. So I'm going to grab my little magnifying glass and make this little area right here bigger, just so I can see it. And you'll notice that right there, you'll notice that where we got in down here, we made $62. It's starting to trend downward a little bit. And at this point, we know that it's going to go back up. What goes down must come back up. The only question is when. Will it go up in the next 5 minutes? Will it go up in the next 1 minute? Will it go up in the next half hour? And as long as you've got money in your trading account and you don't mind waiting, the secret to this game is patience. So if you'll notice in the background of these little green candlesticks and red candlesticks, there are little grids, and those grids determine how much profit you're going to make when it climbs a certain amount of space or distance. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get in because I see the indicators. I already see the indicators that it's going to go back up. And because that's going back up, I'm going to raise this up a little bit to just above where it was before. All right. Halfway through this wick that's sticking out of the top of the green candle, because I know that it's about to touch that green and make another $55, $60, $65 or whatever. Why that goes up there and hits that, I'm going to give it just a second. It's on autopilot now. As soon as it hits it, there it is. I spoke too soon. So it's already made the money. So now we have $110.76. While we chatted and visited, we made $110. $110 for 5 minutes work is never a bad thing. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. I can simply click a button and change the amount of units that I'm trading and go from $110. I could have made $1,100 out of that. All right. Because I know it's going to go up, where it's going to go up and how it's going to happen, I can just increase my units and make more money for the same amount of travel. Let's have a look at that real quick. So because this is a practice account, I can put any amount of money in there. So I'm simply going to go in here, reset the account, and I'm going to start the account off with what's recommended to trade with. And it's always going to be recommended to trade with a minimum of $1,000. You can start for $100, but it's very difficult to get more than $5 or $6, $10 at a time with $100. $1,000 is where most people start. And the reason is you can get more bite of the apple. Each contract that you trade, you have to have $100 to back it up. So this allows us to trade up to 10 contracts. And 10 contracts, you know, even $10 a piece, you're making about $100 when you make a trade. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, first off, I'm going to change the amount of units that I'm using here to, since I've got $1,000, I'm going to change to 10 units, which is the maximum amount I can trade. I'm going to trade red because it's going down. The indicators right this moment are that it's trading down. That's not a bad thing. I can make just as much money on a downward trend as I do on an upward trend. I just need to know where it's going. So this time I'm going to set my take profit at $100. There it is right there. It's $100, somewhere in the neighborhood. Let it sit a second. When it crosses the red line here, it starts, these numbers will turn green. That's going to indicate that it's in a profit. When it goes from this red line to this green line, we'll have made $100. Okay, trading down, which when you're trading down, that's called short. It's called shorting and sell. When you trade up, if it's green candle, then that's called long. It's trading long. You're trading with the market. So bearing that in mind, while we let that trade just a second, we're going to play a little something from one of our sponsors, which just happens to be Paradise Falls, Texas.
My taxi driver just showed me a beach that's not on Google Maps. And that's when I realized Paradise Falls Taxi isn't just about getting from point A to point B. These drivers are your local insiders in Rincon, Puerto Rico. They know the hidden gems, the best photo spots, and exactly when to avoid tourist crowds. Available 24/7 with bilingual service, whether you need an airport pickup, a quick ride around town, or a tour of beaches you'll never find on your own. Check their app for pricing and book your ride. Because sometimes the best part of your trip isn't the destination,
It's who's driving you there.
Paradise Falls Taxi Service, your gateway to the real Puerto Rico.
And we're back. As the candlesticks are trading up and down. And when they do this, we call this playing tag. They go up a little bit, they come down a little bit. We just let them ride. And when they do go ahead and cross over into profit, we bank that. One of the things to remember about the way we trade is we have sets of rules that we develop for ourselves. And one of those is, how much do you want to make every day? If you want to make $100 a day, do you want to make $500 in a day? I've made as much as $10,000 in one day. But it could be just a hobby for you to learn from. It could be something that you significantly want to make an amount, set amount every day so that you can save up your nest egg or whatever. If there's one rule that everybody needs to follow, is never invest anything that you can't afford to lose, because it can go up and down just as fast. Okay, it's risk versus reward is always 50-50. So letting this trade, and you can see that it's trading up. We knew that it was going to be a bull market. It's trading up at a tremendously good rate there. We're going to let that sit just a minute, and we're going to play What's Up for Rincon. This is Monday. We like to play a week in review from the 16th to the 22nd. We're here in Rincon, Puerto Rico. We're going to let you see what has happened in this week, and then we'll be right back and make this profit go into our bank account right here on
7 days, endless beats. Rincon's biggest music and culture festival drops this February. From February 16th to the 22nd, What's Up Rincon transforms Puerto Rico into your ultimate cultural playground. Monday kicks off with karaoke at La Estacion and drawing classes in Isabela. Tuesday brings live music at Nacho Libre and happy hour at Shipwreck. Wednesday explodes with art and music in Mayaguez and artisan nights in Isabela. Thursday features art walks in Rincon's public plaza and salsa classes in Aguada. Friday heats up with salsa dancing in Isabela and artisan nights in Anasco. Weekend warriors can hit farmers markets in Aguadilla and Rincon, plus craft markets and bingo at Caddy's Calypso Cafe. Call 1-877-54-63252 for special requests. Welcome to Paradise Island Radio Station, where the beats never stop.
There you go. That's your week in advance. Shows you a little something happening around town. Of course, each and every person mentioned on that is a fan of ours. They're not always what we like to call sponsors, but they're all something we have personally visited and enjoy. That's extremely important to us. If we haven't tried the coffee shop or the sandwich shop or whatever, we don't feature them on the week in preview. We only feature the places we personally have tried out and enjoy. And once again, you can see your chart is working up and down at a rapid pace here. It's going up, it's coming back, and that's where the patience comes in. Can't be in a big hurry. You're going to trade downward on that red candle across the red. Once it does that, it turns green and shows you your amount of profit right in that little box. Then it works its way down here toward the green. Remembering that at any moment you can jump out. So if you make $10 and want to get out and call it a day, you just close the account. Boom, you made your $10. If you want to wait till it goes to automatic, it'll go all the way to 100. So there's that going on there. All right. Now, the 3 pillars of wealth we talked about earlier, the very first one is we do a deep dive with AI Dispute Beast, and we check to see where the personal credit is. And we don't have access to any of your personal information. We send you a portal. You log into it. They do a free background on it, show you where TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian are at, and give you some advice on how to fix it. If you want to sign up with our affiliate, which is Dispute Beast on the AI side, they have been known to move 150, 200, even 300 points in 30 days or less. Here's a little info on that, and we'll be right back to see this profit coming across this red line right here.
I went from a 520 credit score to 750 in 90 days using AI. And not gonna lie, I was skeptical at first, but this program literally taught me everything. Credit repair with Dispute Beast, building business credit, AI advertising, even daily trading lessons with real people on Zoom. It's actually insane how much they cover. And the best part, zero risk, which honestly sold me. If you want in, call 1-877-587-4540 right now, because seating is actually limited. And I'm not just saying that.
And we're back. And with that, we're going to ask Miss Robin to tell us a little bit about some of the more exciting packages that she has got. While we show her website one more time, we're going to go ahead and pull that back up. Get that on the share here. Let's see what we got. We're going to share. Boom. The Global World Travel. And there we go. Miss Robin, tell us something about these exciting packages you have. For those that just tuned in and maybe haven't heard about the wonders, I see that Egypt is really being highlighted, and I'm just thinking that is the coolest thing ever. Tell us a little bit about some of these exotic areas that you've traveled, that you've got packages here. I see Thailand, Greece, Italy. I'm going to give you the floor while I just kind of scan the website.
Okay, well, we'll start with our premier package for 2026, and that is our Egypt trip. It runs October the 30th through, I believe it's November 10th, 2026. My apologies, I have so many dates in my head, but it includes your international flight to Egypt. It includes all of your accommodations, your excursions. There are some meals included because we like to give our travel guests the opportunity to explore on their own all of the cultures and the foods of a particular country. We have English-speaking guides, so all your transportation is included. And then we're doing a 4-night, 5-day Nile River cruise, which is really, really a way to kind of relax into the country and see the history and the architecture, because we will get off of the ship every day and go out and explore. And then you can always come back and you can have your lunch there. You can also have your dinner on board as well. And then we're going to take kind of like a few days at the very end and spend some time at the resort just to kind of be under the sun and soak in all of the adventures and things that we had done the previous, it's a 10-day excursion. We do have other packages that are just kind of on demand. So if you want to go to Aruba, if you want to go to Cancun, if you want to go to Antigua, if you want to go to Greece, if you want to go to Ireland, those are always available, and we can work those trips for you based upon your availability. So we call those our on-demand packages, and we've got several of them on there. Some are just land only, some are flights and land. So if there's a trip that you're interested in and you're like, I really like this trip, but I want to add on X or I want to add on Y, just give us a call and we will work with you to develop and curate the type of vacation, or I like to call it travel exploration, that you are looking for.
Fantastic. And I've got the 833-477-7477 on the scroll now. Is that the correct number for them to call?
That is the correct number. So we're available 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. We have limited hours on Saturday, and we are not open on Sunday. You are always free to email us. Our email is mytrip@rcrglobalworldtravel.com. As Dr. Cam said, there's our QR code in the corner. You can highlight that and you can fill in the information and we'll get back to you. The key thing about travel is this. Always remember, or at least think about it when you make that initial call to us. Where do you want to go? It's not as important that we do have a trip that you're exactly looking for, but where would you like to go? When would you like to go? How many people are traveling with you? What types of activities are you looking to do? Some people want to just be on a beach and relax, whereas other people want to see all of the highlights of the country. And then the most important part, and I know most people don't want to discuss it, but let's be realistic here. Travel can be expensive. It can be less expensive, but have a budget in mind, because it'll be easier for us to curate something for you based upon the budget that you have. The worst thing that ever happens is that we present something to you and you're not interested in that, and that is fine. But if you can tell us upfront what you're looking for, what you want to do, where you want to go, and the budget that you're working with, it'll make it so much easier for the two of us or all of us to help and make your travel dreams come true.
All right. Well, I'm excited. It's making me want to jump on a plane right now just talking about it. We'll have just a few more minutes. We like to be on 30 minutes or less. We don't like to take up a lot of time in the evening because we know everybody's real busy. But we're going to show a little bit of information about some of our credentials and what gives us the ability to trade the stock market, aside from my 10 years plus in the market. And if any of you out there within the sound of my voice are interested, don't hesitate to give us a call. It's always free to contact us. Here at Rincon Rocks Radio, we are here for you.
Elite Trading is offering a risk-free training program at 9:30 a.m. Monday through Friday and 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. Learn the ups and downs and ins and outs of the stock market on a free Zoom class without risking even $1 of your own money. Whether you're completely new to trading or you've been burned before, this program removes the biggest barrier to learning. No upfront costs, no hidden fees, no pressure to invest your own capital. Just pure education from experienced traders who understand that knowledge comes before profit. You'll discover proven strategies, risk management techniques, and market analysis skills that typically cost thousands to learn elsewhere. Join us online at elitecreditinvestmentadvisors.com or call 1-208-417-5655. Don't let fear keep you from financial education.
And we're back. We're going to take just a really quick look at the charts. We're seeing those green candles reach for the sky one more time. That's always a good sign. And we're going to play. I'm going to go ahead and close the position out. So we closed out from where we were. We're going to go ahead and jump back in. Just show you how quick and easy it is. If you're just in it to make a real quick little profit, you can jump in there. When it's on what we like to call a streak, you can raise up. Let's just raise it up there and let it sit a second. And it will make, I think we're good for about $300 so far tonight. And we're going to get just a little more green on there. It's going to go up and hit that. And then we made, let's see what we got right up there. So there is $737.20 altogether for the evening's trade, which is not, that's not as bad as a poke in the eye, right? That's not bad at all. And again, these kind of things, you just don't learn them overnight, but they are possible to learn. I'm going to give just a little bit more time on the trade. I'm going to get in there and let it trade a few more minutes while we look at a few more things. I'm going to raise that profit up to about, let's get it on up here, about $300. That'll make it even $1,000 for the day. I'm real big about trying to get a worthwhile goal. And if you're just interested in knowing how you can make $1 million, a lot of our commercials are really awesome and they're over the top and they show like billionaire lifestyles and that kind of thing. That's not difficult to do. You actually only need to make $3,969 a day times 252 days, which is how many trading days there are in a year, to make $1 million a year. So once you learn how to make $100 consistently and on a regular basis, and then you learn how to trade units up a little bit to make $1,000 a day, it's not that big a jump from 1,000 to a little less than 4. And that's what the big money investors do. They trade just like I am, just like you're seeing right now. And of course, there's a little more to it. I know I make it look really easy, but that's why we do the free training. So you can see if it's something you're interested in being part of. With that, I'm gonna play a little bit of background and information here, and then we'll be right back.
Former Nobel Prize student reveals how $500 becomes 50 KLA using secret wealth pillars. Meet Dr. Cam Todd, known as the Crypto Samurai. He studied under Robert Shiller, the Nobel Prize-winning Yale economist who predicted both the dot-com crash and the housing bubble. Now, Dr. Todd has written 7 books on cryptocurrency and blockchain, and he's taking that elite-level knowledge to the masses. Operating from Puerto Rico under Act 60, he's developed the 3 pillars of wealth system that transforms small investments into substantial returns. His mission? To give everyday investors the same tools and strategies that the financial elite use to build generational wealth. If you're ready to think like the pros and turn your modest savings into real wealth, The Crypto Samurai is about to show you exactly how it's done.
And we're back. We have a total of $1,888 for the night's trading, which is almost $2,000. You really can't beat that. And we do trade live every day, Monday through Friday. This is the real-time stock market data that we're dealing with here. It's not some video game. It's not a simulator. It is real-time stock market data. And when you do get your free 30-day account with TradingView, you'll see that they've got several boxes to choose from. And one of those is your simulator. The other is real-time stock market data. And that's what we do on. We go one-on-one with you. If you decide to invest and work with us on one of our training programs, we can do as little as 1 week training one-on-one. And we'll work on your schedule. We'll show you the basic nuts and bolts, the ins and outs, answer any questions you have via email or text or even phone calls. We have live phone calls together. So we are here for you. We want to show you your path from where you're at to where you want to be. With that, one more quick little commercial. Then I'm going to play Dr. Robin James's commercial one more time, and we're going to call it a night.
What if your next vacation could change your relationship forever? It's not just about the destination. It's about the moments that bring you closer together. At RCR Global World Travel, we don't just book trips. We curate life-changing experiences. Whether you're rekindling romance in the Caribbean, bonding as a family in Europe, or finding peace together on a retreat, we specialize in travel that transforms relationships. Our consultants personally design each journey across the United States, Latin America, Africa, and beyond. Because the right trip doesn't just give you photos, it gives you a stronger connection. Ready to plan your transformative escape? Call us today at 1-833-477-7477.
And we are back. Dr. Robin, it's such a pleasure to have you on the program this evening. You're welcome back anytime. Monday through Friday, we're here live, and we would love to hear about if you have a special package. I know we were talking about possibly building a little Puerto Rico package. So if anything comes up that you maybe have a special on or you want to talk about as one of our official sponsors, you can shoot me an email. We can pop you on anytime, day or night. We'll love to have you back. Tell us just anything that you'd like to as far as inspiration goes. So far, we've covered the 833-477-7477. They've got a little QR right here in the corner. Is there anything else you'd like me to cover before we close out for the evening?
Well, we invite all the listeners to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We don't have our TikTok up yet, but we're working on that as well. And I just want to kind of leave with you. I know we're, at least where I live in the Midwest, we're trying to come out of the winter and get prepared for the spring and the summer. But I just want to let listeners know that if you have advanced planning, it's not too early to start thinking about your summer vacation or where you want to go next. The sooner you can plan your trip, the more money you will save on that trip. So my word of advice is 4 to 6 months out, you should know where you like to go so that we can help you secure the best pricing in travel.
Fantastic and absolutely awesome. I can't wait to talk to you again. I know we're collaborating the next few days, and I even understand you're going to pop back in maybe Marchish, and we'll love to have you here at the studio then live. And it's just been wonderful to get to know you. And as a travel agency, you're our first travel agency, so we're hoping to be working with you on a regular basis from now on. So once again, thank you so much from the bottom of our heart for being here. Let us know if we can do anything for you, and we will talk to you soon.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ever wondered what paradise sounds like? Rincon's best-kept secret is on the airwaves. Rincon Rocks Radio delivers classic rock from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and beyond, but we're so much more than music. Join Dr. Cam behind the scenes and Anaida Casanova broadcasting live from Rincon's most interesting locations, including the Thursday Art Walk downtown. We know what's happening in paradise because we are paradise. Birthdays, anniversaries, special requests, we play your hits while keeping you connected to authentic island life. Log on at rinconrocksradio.com or call 787-546-3252. Find us broadcasting live from every business in Rincon. This is your soundtrack to paradise.